Welcome to the Coastal Kitchen. I'm Karen Mashures, and today we are having a little bit of lemon. Everything that I'm cooking today has lemon in it. The first thing we're going to start out with is a lemon chest tart. I've got chicken marsala, roasted broccoli, and lemon pepper orzo to go with our chicken marsala. The first thing I'm going to do is the lemon chest tart. Now, I've got 5 eggs, and they're at room temperature, and all I want to do is beat these up just a minute, get them all ready to go into our main tart mixture. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now, 2 cups of sugar in my big bowl, and I'm going to put 2 sticks of butter, which is half a cup, right in there with it. And let's cream this together. Okay, that looks just the way it's supposed to. Now we're gonna add our 5 eggs. And we're just gonna slide those in. And to that, a cup of milk. So that goes in with the eggs. And let's give this a mix. Now, the trick to this is that we've got cornmeal. Just regular old cornmeal, and I'm gonna shake that in. And we've got regular flour, a tablespoon. That goes in, and I'm just gonna stir it with the mixture for a second. And now, mix it again. Okay, I'm gonna let this just sit over here on the side because I've got to do some lemons, the little bit of lemon. Okay, first I'm gonna zest the lemon, and we need 3 tablespoons of zest. Just make sure you don't get the white part, the pith. It just makes it too bitter. Okay, 3 lemons, that gives me about 3 tablespoons of lemon zest. What I'm gonna do is take my lemon, and I've got to have some lemon juice too, so let's juice some lemon. And I need about a quarter of a cup, and that's about 2 ounces. So let's see if I can't get 2 ounces right here. Okay, there we go. All right, so this goes in, and the zest goes in, and I'm not gonna use my mixer because the zest gets all caught in the blades. So just give this a nice turn. And it's starting to look almost like it's curdled, and that's because the cornmeal is starting to bloom and making it just a little bit grainy looking. Okay, this is ready to go into our tart shells. Now, if you want, you can make your tart shells using a regular pastry dough. You can even put this in a pie shell. It's up to you how you like to do it, but I like to make these individual little tarts. And I have something that I use a lot, which is my pancake dispenser. And I'm gonna put this right in here. And you can use either 8 or 12 shells. Usually 12 shells is what this fits into. So, easy way to do it. Just fill them up to the top. All right, last one. And I'm gonna put these into a 350 oven. Takes between 40 and 50 minutes depending on your oven. Let them get nice and golden brown, and they should be set after about 45 minutes. Okay, those are in. We're gonna take a real quick break. I'm gonna clean up, and we'll be back to make our chicken marsala.
Shalot Electric.
You're dependable independent. Depend on us for selection, for price. Get huge GE savings. GE and GE Profile appliances are designed to reflect the modern approach to style with clean lines and a streamlined look for today's kitchens. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
Shalot Electric. You're dependable independent with nationwide buying power.
All right, let's get started on our chicken marsala. Now, the one thing that you can do is over here I have thin sliced chicken, and you can actually buy this at the grocery store. It's a chicken breast that's been cut in half. It's a little bit more expensive than a regular chicken breast, which I have over here, and you can just cut in half. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and just cut this chicken breast in half, and you wanna do that before you tenderize your chicken, because we're just gonna take a mallet and flatten the chicken out just about to 1/4 of an inch, maybe a little bit larger. So you can see this just cuts this off. It looks in a way like a fillet. Okay, let's put this over here. And I'm gonna get my meat board, and I've got some cling wrap. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put my chicken down, cover it over, and I'm just gonna pound it. Let's turn it over. And one more time, breaking up the membranes and getting it nice and tender. All right, we're gonna do all of these pieces of chicken, and then we'll get ready to make our marsala sauce. Okay, last one done, and I'm ready to make my flour mixture that we're gonna bread this in. Okay, all-purpose flour, it's all you need there. Kosher salt, garlic powder, and I've got some Italian seasoning. You can use oregano, you could use sage if you wanted to, just whatever flavor you really like. And now all I'm gonna do is just take my fork and mix this up. I want this to be lightly breaded. So we're gonna sort of dredge it through, and then I'm gonna shake it off and put it back on this plate. But I'm gonna get a piece of paper towel to do that with first. Okay, now first piece of chicken. Just run it through. Okay, shake the excess off and put it on that plate. So we're gonna finish all these real fast, and then we'll get on to the frying part. All in, all done here. And you can see that I've still got some left, so I had plenty. You don't have to double that up. Let me wash my hands real fast. Okay, now, let's move this out of the way and start our frying. Now, I have about 3 tablespoons of olive oil in my pan with 2 tablespoons of butter. I have melted it. I just want it to heat up again for a second, and we're gonna get ready to put our chicken in. Okay, this is sizzling, so I'm gonna start with my chicken. Now, we're gonna cook this chicken about 4 minutes on each side. The thinner pieces we can cook just a little less. So let's get these in here. Okay, I'm turning over the last 2 pieces, and I've got a couple other things I've got to do to get our Marsala sauce together. Now, I have 2 different varieties of mushrooms. The baby bellas, or the cremini type mushroom, and the regular white mushroom. And what I have done is I have cleaned them. I'm gonna cut off the bottom of the stem because that gets a little tough sometimes. So we're just gonna cut the bottom off, and wanna save as much of the mushroom as I can because I love mushrooms, absolutely. But we're just gonna slice the mushrooms, and you can do them the way that you like them. I like them done a little bit thicker, and just keep on slicing until you get them all done. I've used 2 small packages of mushrooms, or you can get 1 big one. All right, let's get this last one ready. All right, mushrooms ready. Now, let's get some garlic ready. I've already started on my garlic. Just want to show you that it's real easy to do garlic. Just smash it with your knife, peel off the outer shell, and I always cut off the little end right there and start dicing. All right, one more through, and we have all of our garlic ready. The recipe calls for 5 to 6 garlic cloves. I had big garlic today, so I used 3. Okay, we've got that ready. I think our chicken is almost ready to come out. It is. One more. Now, what I'm gonna do to keep this warm is I'm just gonna grab some aluminum foil, put over the top, make a little tent to keep it nice and warm, and it'll still continue to cook just a little bit as we're doing the rest of the Marsala sauce. Okay, let that sit right there. We're going to take our mushrooms and put the mushrooms in. Want to brown them off. It takes about 5 minutes. And so we're gonna stir around. All right, these mushrooms look wonderful. Now it's time to take my garlic and put my garlic in. I did use about 4 tablespoons of butter in addition to what was already in the pan. And we're gonna let the garlic just simmer for a moment. Stir it in. Let it get just a little tender. These mushrooms look wonderful. The garlic is putting off an aroma that is so pungent. Now it's time to add our Marsala wine. And just pour that in and stir those mushrooms around. Let them soak some of that up. We're gonna pour some chicken stock in, about 4 cups. And we're gonna let this simmer for 15 minutes. So let's let this cook. Bring it up. Just bring the heat up a little bit and let it simmer for approximately 15, and we're gonna finish this off in just a few minutes. Okay, it's time for our roasted broccoli. Now, when you do broccoli, you can cut the pieces the same size that you like, but I like to take them and try to make sure that they're a big bite size in this roasted broccoli. It is so good. So I just cut down the center and throw it in. Okay. Just about together here. Now this is so easy. Vegetables are really good for us, and sometimes we don't eat quite enough of them, but broccoli is one of my favorites. Just drizzle with olive oil. Lemon juice. And let me grab my pan. We're gonna put some salt in here. And broccoli loves pepper. It really melds well with the broccoli. So let's put some cracked pepper in here. And then we're just gonna toss it till we get all those wonderful flavors and the oil all over the broccoli. The one thing you want to make sure of when you're looking to check that it's tender and ready to come out of the oven, there should be some charred edges on your broccoli, and that's the best part. I love the crunchy stuff. Okay, this goes right on the pan, and want you to spread it out a little bit. Okay, this is ready to go in the oven. So quick and easy. We're just gonna put it in a 425-degree oven. It'll take about 18 minutes. Just check it at 15. Okay, our Marsala sauce is bubbling. I'm gonna turn it down to a simmer, and we're gonna have a word from our sponsor, and I'll be back to make our Orzo.
ATMC Security is changing the way you connect with your home, making it safer, smarter, and more efficient. Now you can manage your home wherever you are with a single app. Lights, locks, thermostats, 24-hour security monitoring, and more, which means you always come back to a safe, comfortable home. Monitoring services start as low as $17.95 per month. Make your home a smart home with ATMC Security.
This is ATMC TV, your community channel.
And we're ready to do some orzo. Now, orzo looks like rice, but it is pasta. So we're gonna toast our orzo first. And what I'm gonna do is take some olive oil, put it in the bottom of my pan, and I've already got my pan heating up. So it will be ready to go. Just make sure the oil covers the bottom. Put the orzo right on top and give it a stir so everything gets some olive oil on it. Want everything to be coated. We're gonna toast these for about a minute. Then we'll get that nutty flavor that the pasta gives off. Okay, this is toasty. Let's get our garlic. Now, I've got a couple of cloves of garlic here, around 3, and we're gonna let that toast with the pasta. Just give it a nice stir. Now, we're gonna pour our chicken stock in slowly, okay? Just wanna let it get in there and start working. Now we can turn this up just a little bit. Let's bring it to a boil, and then we're gonna put a lid on it. All right, our roasted broccoli is out of the oven. Put some pepper on there. I'm gonna take lemon juice, and just give it a little tiny bit more. And now it's time for the cheese. This is grated Parmesan, and I'm just gonna put that over the top. Hopefully it'll melt just a little bit as we go through it. About 1/4 of a cup. If you like cheese, you can add some more. I like cheese, so I'm gonna add more. And you can see all the brown bits that I was talking about. I think it's time to taste. That is really good. Okay, a little bit more cheese. Now I'm gonna get this in a bowl and we'll have this ready when the rest of the stuff is all ready to eat. Okay, we are ready to finish our chicken marsala. Let's get the cream in. Okay, heavy cream. And we are just gonna stir, and you can see it picking up the lightness of the color of the cream. Ooh, all those mushrooms, garlic, and all of the bits on the bottom of the pan. Make sure you get those scraped up so they can be a part of the sauce. That's the meatiest part. Okay, now it's time to put our chicken in. So let's lay this chicken right on top. And we're gonna let this cook for another about 5 minutes. Want it to absorb some of the sauce, heat the chicken back up completely, and I think our orzo's about done. Let's turn that off, take a look. Ooh, yes. Let's get this one. All right, it still has some liquid in it, which is normal. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add some kosher salt. Let's just put a nice little pinch. Wanna put some black pepper. Some lemon juice. Let's give that a stir. Because I want all that chicken stock to absorb, but I want my cheese to melt in there too. So it's time for our Parmesan that I've grated. Put about 1/4 of a cup in. Give it a nice stir. Can't help it. I've got to add just a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna put the lid back on and let that sit until my marsala is finished. We're gonna take a short break here from our sponsor, and we'll be back with everything together, ready to dig in.
Shalot Electric.
You're dependable independent. Depend on us for selection, for price. Get huge GE savings. GE and GE Profile appliances are designed to reflect the modern approach to style with clean lines and a streamlined look for today's kitchens. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
Shalot Electric. You're dependable independent with nationwide buying power.
Oh gosh, you caught me. I couldn't wait. I just couldn't wait. My chicken marsala is absolutely fabulous. The orzo with that burst of lemon is absolutely wonderful. I have chess pies with a taste of lemon, and of course roasted broccoli with lemon in it too. Just have fun with what you make and add a couple of sides like some good bread and butter, some olives from around the world, and even a radish. That heat that comes out while you're eating the marsala is absolutely great. Cheers with a good white Chardonnay. And you know what? I've even got a puppy that wants to talk to the camera today. Hold on. Come here, Teddy. This is Teddy, guys. And Teddy wants you to know that if you go to Facebook and look up the Coastal Kitchen, you can find all of our recipes that we made today. Enjoy the recipes because they really are scrumptious. See you next time on the Coastal Kitchen.
It's a wonderful feeling to be able to drink water that's clean out of any faucet in your entire home. We all do so many different things to be healthy and look younger and treat our bodies well, yet we're drinking water that has a number of allowed contaminants.
When you measure the chlorine levels with a pool test kit, there's actually as much chlorine, if not in some areas, more chlorine in your tap water than recommended for a swimming pool.
You brush your teeth, you're washing your body in it, you're washing your hands, you're cooking, all those things, it's going into your system.
When you go to the grocery store, now you're spending $3 a liter or $12 a gallon for purified alkaline water. Well, we have a solution you can put under the kitchen sink and you can have as much as you want. And service technicians today across the United States can provide those customers with options to protect their home and family.
I get to go into so many people's houses and I get to see the different systems and how they're actually being used, and a Halo system is just surpassed the other water filter systems.
Well, Halo is a maintenance-free whole house filtration and conditioning system.
Immediately on our fixtures, we were seeing buildup right away. And after we installed the Halo system, you could see that buildup just go away.
All of my fixtures here look like brand new, like we just built the house. So I mean, to me, that's just testament alone that, you know, I'm selling this house and going around. I had a plumber come in just to check everything out. He said it was perfect.
The Halo allows you to get water throughout the whole house, not just at specified areas. I mean, you can even get it at your hose bib, the outside water spigot to wash your cars.
Immediately, I noticed within the first week, my skin felt better, my hair felt better. My 13-year-old was like, Mom, you know, look at this rash is gone. And I didn't have to buy bottled water or all those filters and spend so much money on that because I knew coming right out of my faucet, the water was clean.
You know, you're saving money, your water heaters last longer, your plumbing lasts longer because you're treating the water as it comes into the home.
It's there, they installed it, it took no time at all, and within 30 minutes, our whole house had filtered water.
If it's not fun and it's not easy, it's not Halo.
I did not like the idea of putting salt into a system or having a filter system that I had to go changing filters and doing other things to. No, if the system is complete and I don't have to worry about it, that's wonderful.
There's no reoccurring expense. You're not constantly spending money on sodium, or you're not constantly, replacing cartridges or filters. You're enjoying the quality of the water 365 days a year.
I felt so good about the water I was drinking again.
Being able to have clean water to shower in, to drink, I just think it's great.
Today's households are using more connected devices than ever before. TVs are streaming, smartphones are browsing, security cameras are watching, and virtual assistants are, well, assisting.
You'll need an umbrella today.
As you add more devices, we are constantly improving our technology to deliver the fastest and most reliable internet to your home. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get speeds up to 1 gig with high-speed internet from AT&C. It's the speed you need to connect all your devices. Call today.
Business internet just reached the tipping point. Tip your hat to the information age. Get a gig for business and upload robust files, complex videos, and compound reports at the same time, in real time, while saving time. For DISA and data, get a gig. Got it? Now get going. Get up to 1 gig business class broadband from AT&C Business Solutions. Add business phone and save even more. Call us today.
This is ATMC TV, your community channel.